Welcome back to the coverage of the Sylvari starting zone. I'm your host, Stompin' Llama, and we're going to be covering a couple of interesting things, actually. First of all, we need to figure out where we're going and what we're doing. I think I got it set. We're going to head over this way, because this is where the next level 3 quest is. Now, as you can probably see, we're pretty close to filling out the Greatsword. So we're going to be switching up weapons quite a bit. But we'll see. Some spiders around. Some fireflies also. This world has some very large life. Especially insect life. It's quite scary sometimes. But it's over in this direction. Ish. And it should be popping up on our quest journal anytime. There it is. Now, because it gives me so many objectives, I'm actually a bit confused as to what I'm exactly supposed to do. Looking at this now, after the fact, I can see all the glowing mushrooms and pools of ooze, but I'm gonna do something stupid and attack the spider, which I'm not supposed to do. I eventually figure it out, and it's partly because I passed that, and I see this odd pool. So I decide to kick it. And it turns into a sentient pile of ooze, which decides it wants to try and eat me. Fortunately, it really is not very tough, but I get a better axe. I think that's a better axe. But it gives you multiple objectives, as you can see. I'll be showing off as many of those as I can. Apparently kicking a mushroom causes more ooze, but this ooze is special. I can't hit the stupid thing. And you can also see the attack range of even a melee weapon. That guy wasn't gonna attack me until I accidentally hit him. That poor dear. May he rest in peace. So, yep, killing spiders counts. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Well, help him out a little. And then steal his loot, because everyone is apparently forgetting to loot things, and I can see why, as we'll find out later. Killed that ooze very quickly. I cut that out because, my god, there was no need to see me kill that ooze. Now, I'm noticing it says something about gathering edible mushrooms and tearing down spider webs. I'm thinking that's in this direction, but first, there's an interactable rock. We can't use it. Not yet. We'll go into a little more detail after that, but this is where the edible mushrooms are. And we can kill some spiders. Or at least kick them out of the nest and then kill them. I mean, it looks like we literally threw them out. And yes, those spiders are at least as big as my character. So those are about, I'd say, around 5.5, almost 6 foot spiders. Now, interesting things can happen when you pick up the mushrooms. I grew. I'm now at least twice my size, and the spider wants to try and pick a fight with me. The stupid thing. It should have known it wasn't gonna last. But what you can do, when these are here, you can pick up this rock. Now, this rock is actually a bundle, which is a temporary weapon, which replaces your weapon skills. In this case, I throw it at them. We'll be seeing a lot of those in dynamic events and things later. But it didn't take much more after that to finish this quest and move on. But first we need to figure out where we're going on to. Well, that one's a bit high level. There's a skill point over there. A scout. We'll get to that skill point eventually. That's a level 4 quest, but there's a level 3 quest way down there. I think we want to cover the level 3 before we hit the 4. Even though we are level 4. Because we hit that in the middle of this. This is your typical, as expected, respect or notoriety or renown. That was the word I was looking for. Renown vendor. She had some mushroom things. Apparently you can make armor out of mushrooms. I would never have expected that. But you're going to see very quickly that even though it's been nearly 2 weeks since the last set of videos, that dynamic events have not slowed down at all. As you can see, well, that's a dynamic event. And those things are a level higher than me. Well, I can take that on. It's only a level. It's not like it's going to summon 5 others. This is literally the point where there's no way I'm surviving this. I mean, literally, I had to use my heal on everything. There's 2 other people, and there's another dozen more. There's no way I'm surviving. I'm getting out of here and running. Just running. At least till my health can regen. And of course I actually have to kill this spider pursuing me, but that didn't actually take long. It took me about 5 seconds. But yes, that was cut out because it was bad. And there's still more spiders, which means running. Still running. My third ability is actually a great form of evasion with the greatsword. It's quite lovely. It also damages the enemies. But I guess I decide to help. I mean, it's supposedly a level 3 event. Well, more people will be coming because it's a dynamic event. But there's another bundle, and I honestly don't know what it does. Apparently I throw it and it goes kaboom. But there's enough people here now to where we can kill all these spiders, which, as you can see, at the end of this event, were quite numerous. And this is after the event's done. They're still coming. This is mopping up a dynamic kill-all event. Apparently, I performed a combo. And I talked to a hound. And I don't actually hit that guy with my attack. I'm not quite sure why.
All things have a right to grow.
Well, they're all dead, and everybody scatters. It's one of the more interesting things about these dynamic events. Everyone gathers, and then they go their separate ways. And that spider just walked over dead. No idea why. Anyway, this is the guy we have to talk to start, or continue the quest, actually. We have to get transformed into a puppy, into one of the dogs, so we can play with the little puppies. Play with the little wooden puppies. And they're so happy they love us. Apparently they nibble. And don't talk to the big hounds, they stare at you lovingly. I don't want to know what they want to do with me. But that quest was quite simple, quite easy, and actually didn't involve killing anything. Which is quite nice. However, there's another quest we need to do. Well, that one's done. That point of interest has been found. That's the one we need to go to. Well, yeah, I guess that's the only one left. There's only about 3 left in the entire ones we got 2 videos ago. So, let's see if we can't get that after I get... You should be able to duck between those, but apparently you can't. That would be if there hadn't been another dynamic event. And this one... I'm kind of like, to defend. But, well, let's go see. And, as you can see, there's about about a dozen of us. And, as you can see... I thought something stupid and thought we were fighting Mr. Baked Dragon boss thing. It's a brood mother, and that maxes out our great sword skills. Pardon me. But no, we're not attacking the brood mother. She's on our side. I left this in its entirety because this one is interesting. It's a moving dynamic event. We have to defend him and the broodmother, apparently, while just killing more undead. Pretty basic. Like, I was serious when I said there was about a dozen of us. These level 3 monsters will not stand long. And there's only more than... I mean, everything just dies. And we haven't even gotten to the point where it summons a lot of them. It's coming up here shortly.
Stay close. They won't ignore our trespass.
There they are. There's all the undead. I spin right through them, and then I start just wailing on them. Not much to this event. Standard kill-all event, but there's just a lot of stuff happening. Surprised my frame rate held up as well as it did. And there's even more. Got some loot. And look at that, even more of them. Just wail on them. They'll die. Surprised the server can handle this many people, this many effects, all this stuff happening at once. I'm sure someone's computer was lagging, but no one complained of it.
Defeating the undead was easier than I'd imagined.
That was an easy one, but wait. Most dynamic events do have a sequel.
Seize the moment.
So, you think you're strong enough to stand against Satan? But I need to teach you what happens when you challenge death.
No!
In time, all your allies will serve the might of Titan.
There's no way I can slay my own pet. I'll have to find out.
Yep. Suddenly, we have to attack this thing. This giant thing I thought was going to be the boss was the boss. It's going to go down pretty easily. I mean, when you have 7 to a dozen people, it's not going to last long, even being 2 levels stronger than the rest of us. Sad, though. No loot. He had to kill his own pet. Well, no, he didn't. We did. Excuse me. And everyone's just gonna leave. Leave the loot for me. No one wants this loot. And there's good reasons. Your inventory gets very full. But I'm gonna do some wandering around here. A little bit of exploring. But we'll see you guys next time. Till then, this is Stomping Llama, and we'll continue the Sylvari starting area. Signing out. Signing out.